get this money, take care of the family. Ain't shit else to do. Stay full, safe as can be, I'm a genius. It's a cold world and you niggas anemic. I'm so in love with me, I admit I'm a keeper. Obsessed with Obamacare, we desperate for promises, I'm a guesser, Your Honor. They gave that nigga life, I thought he had a fight. Guess that's why he stayed silent when he got indicted. Nigga somehow broke the code, I'm speaking.
Sorry, this the People Don't Want to Hear the Truth podcast. I'm your host, Tipper Jones, my co-host, AD, special guest, Forever Meats right here.
What's up, what's up?
This episode 1, we're just gonna go in, talk about a lot of stuff. Let's go.
What's up?
What we gonna talk about?
It's a lot of stuff going around on the internet about where to take women or men on their first dates. And I got a lot of stuff to say about that. You know what I'm saying? It's a list of places not to take a woman on a first date. Some I understand, some I don't. You know?
So what's some places you agree with? Let's start with that.
Well, it was stuff like Cheesecake Factory. You can't take a woman on the first date.
It's a nice,
Right.
Cheesecake Factory is a nice spot.
For me, it's all situational, right? To me, you can take a woman anywhere on a first date,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Right.
Because it's
the
levels
list
to it or whatever.
AD put the list up.
She pulled the list.
Anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere.
Why, you don't agree with that?
I want to hear his take on it.
Well, as a man, it's based on success, your level of success,
Right.
time, energy, whatever. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? One of these things on the list said you can't take a woman to Starbucks. I got a problem with that. Because
I
I
think
might be busy, she busy, she don't got 3-4 hours to go sit down at a restaurant.
Right.
So I want to see her instead of being,
Outside, sitting in the car in front of her
Right.
house.
or not even want to ask her yet, can I pull up to your house and get
Right.
a hug and all that bullshit, right?
Right.
I say, I want to see you. Meet me for a cup of coffee. Meet me at the Starbucks on such and such.
Cool.
To me, that's cool.
But Tipper, you not fixed to take me to the club on the first date. I understand that one. You can't take me to the club or your crib. It's at your house. You can't take
No.
me to the club because you are not going to get to know me at the club. The music is banging. Why are you taking me to the club?
Okay, but what about the house? What if you got a nice, successful guy with a nice house?
It's not a first date appropriate. It's not.
But what if his house set up for that type of atmosphere? He got
What if he a rich predator? What if he trying to
But it
get
could be that in the public too.
But I got protection in public. It's protection in numbers. It's safety in numbers.
But what if you're a woman that don't like to be out on
Y'all
the
ain't
streets?
fixed to attack me. So-
Well,
But what if you a woman that
it is 2-on-1.
I
You
got
can see
y'all
right.
scared of y'all.
What if you're a woman that don't like to be out and about?
Right.
What if I say, I want to see you? I got a private chef that cooked us dinner. Come to the house. I got everything laid out. That don't mean I'm trying to sleep with you or nothing. But come to the house. We had a 5-star meal at the crib.
It's exceptions to every rule. I will say that, but as a norm, I wouldn't say invite a woman to your house on the first date just because of the implication of coming to your home. I think that, after y'all get to know each other a little bit more, then you can invite me to the house. Maybe, it's good that it's nice looking and all of that. You want to show off your house. I'm just saying, you want to get. But I just don't think it's first date.
I mean, no.
Just the implication.
I'm playing devil's advocate because at the end of the day, I'm not inviting nobody to my house that I just...
Yeah, you don't even know her. What if she rob you? What if she slip you a Mickey and leave with your teeth?
No, for sure. I'm playing devil's advocate. But like I said, I just don't agree with the list. What about the coffee?
I'm with the coffee because I like quick escapes. If I'm not feeling you and you not feeling me, we finish our coffee, we leave. But it could lead, if we feeling each other, it could lead to something else. Hey, let's go take a walk.
Right.
Or let's go here.
Or I'd like to see you again.
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah. I like the coffee.
What you think, Doug?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, wherever I take her, it's based on her vibe. If she's like a chick that's just trying to get over on me, she's gonna get a cheap date. She's really gonna get a cheap date. And if she's, let's say, a club goer and she enjoys it, I'll roll her to the club and then to a nice restaurant. But nothing top shelf, because if you go top shelf first, there's nowhere else to go.
That makes sense.
So I guess that's my thing about this when I said you can take anybody anywhere. right? And the reason I said this is I've dealt with many different women of all calibers.
Right.
I have some women that they got their shit together, but they don't want the extravagant shit. You know what I'm saying? She could be a high class woman and be like, shit, take me to Red Lobster because it's endless shrimp today.
That's me. And can I explain why? Because if I expect you to spend bands on me on the first night, you might have certain expectations from me that night. If you spend thousands, you might want some head later on. I'm not fixing to give you no head on the first date, so you ain't got to spend $1,000 on me. See, these heifers is really messing up because they think that a man's supposed to go break the bank on them and have no expectations. And a man, most men don't have thousands to spend on first dates.
So do you think every first date the man should pay?
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm sorry.
some people got
as a
different-
man,
yeah.
As a man, your first date, you gotta pay.
But what if the woman, have you ever been in a situation where you feeling them? It haven't been no outings, and
And he
you like,
didn't.
I'm ready to go out, and you offer? Like,
I
hey, let's
personally
go.
haven't been in that situation.
But you know, you sound like
I've heard of people
somebody.
who have.
Okay, yeah.
And my response to them was, on the first date, you pay?
Which
And
is-
I'm not opposed to a woman paying because I feel like a woman carries weight. I ain't gonna say just like a man, but it's okay for a woman to pay or to do nice things and all that type of stuff. But on a first date, a man should pay absolutely.
But at some point, you okay? You think a woman should pay for one of the dates?
Yeah, I absolutely do.
You don't agree?
I absolutely do.
I believe that first of all, if a man expects a woman to pay on the first date because he doesn't have it, I would just feel like you probably shouldn't be dating right now. You should find some other things to do.
Right.
You need to get some income. So you shouldn't be out here trying to date. That's number one. Number two, yes, eventually a woman should, if you're in a serious relationship, every now and then you should take your mate out. I think that is just a show of appreciation because he's always taking you out.
No, for sure. And see, I might be partial when it comes to certain things like this. Everybody kind of go off of their upbringing.
Right.
So
Point of reference.
I grew up 2-parent household. My parents still together. They've been together since they was 13 years old. Right? 13 years old. They 66 right now. My mama done told me certain stuff. I see stuff on the internet and be like, oh, going half with a woman, all this, it degrade a man. My mama taught me and told me when I had a woman and she moved into my place and I'm paying all the bills because this is what a man do. I got the money. I was doing this before you came. Mama said, don't take care of no woman completely.
And the woman telling you that.
My mama. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, my mama told me, don't take care of a woman completely. Said you got to have a woman that's going to have some responsibilities. If you don't, you're going to cripple her. You know what I'm saying? So she said, whether you don't need the money or not, make her pay something. So my thing was, you buy groceries, you do this. But I rewarded her with the gifts and the extra, and I'm going to pay for this trip and do all this type of stuff.
Mama messing up the
You
game.
know, but my mama told me this. Right? But even when I go back and I look at myself as a child, my daddy did manly stuff. Stuff that I don't even do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My daddy went and got my mama gas. My mama ain't pump no gas. She ain't get no car wash. Certain things she ain't do. That outside work, my mama ain't do none of that. My daddy gonna take care of it. But my mama always had some bread. If my daddy failed in any area, my mama had the bread to come stay today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She was very independent. even
Based
though she had a
based
man.
on her receiving money from him, she
No,
was
I'm
saving.
saying my mama worked. She had
she still
savings or
worked.
whatever.
Okay.
If someone clicking and my daddy said I'm fucked up or something, my mama had the bread for it.
Oh, that's good.
He could lean on that.
I
You know
think
what I'm
it's
saying?
situational. I really believe it's based on a case by case basis is what I mean, not situational. Because I don't pay any bills, and that's because my husband wants me completely free to raise our daughters. Okay, he wants me in the schools. He wants me coaching. He wants their spirituality intact. He wants them together. Their nails in the hair. He wants to raise. He wants me completely free. And we tried me working and doing it, but dealing with the frustrations of the world and then coming home, I had less patience for my kids, less patience for him. So I've been trying to tell people that if dudes want the remix, see, like you said, your dad, he manned up though, you know, and that worked for them. But dudes want the remix. They want their woman to go home and go out there and deal with the same mess that they deal with, and then come home and have a full-time job at home and be their peace. Instead of, like I always tell dudes, if you're not going to pay the cost to be the boss and you're not going to let her not work, then you have to understand you're going to get a little masculinity and you're going to get a little mouth because she's just as frustrated as you are.
Right.
But Twan come home and I'm like, whatever you like, whatever kind of music you like, because
Right.
I'm at the crib.
But do you
when
ever
we
feel
talk
like
about that? Oh, go ahead.
that's if some women in that situation, I heard they feel like they not independent to a certain extent. Like they feel like I have to ask you if I want to go to the mall and buy $100 worth of something. I got to come to you.
You got to pick the right man. Okay,
Right.
so before I quit my job, I was confident because my husband has shown me years prior that he respects my opinion.
Right.
He look at me like a partner. It's times where my husband makes a choice for the family based on my opinion and not what he feels strong about because he like, you educated in this more than me.
Right.
So I know he's not a tyrant. It's my house and I'm going to do it. I know that. We agreed upon a certain amount of money that was going to be released to me every month. And I have to budget it how I budget it. And that's just what it is. You know, if he stopped giving me my allowance, we both get allowances,
Right,
honestly.
right.
That's just how we do. But if he stopped paying me, then I got a degree. I'll go get a job. You know what I'm saying? But you got to pick
And
the
it's
right
gonna
man.
but it's going to take away from what y'all agreed on.
Well,
You know
with the
what I'm saying?
agreement is that I get my allowance, though. That's I'm only saying that if I don't get my allowance,
Right.
then
Go get a job.
See what this boiled down to me. Like I said, that works in your household,
Only
and I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like it, but I've learned over the years that the role of a woman has changed. Period. Men have been the same since the beginning of time. We have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the role of a woman changed.
yes.
Well,
You
let's
agree
go
with
back.
that? Well, I know you've been around. You know, you're older than
Oh
us.
Lord.
He's a little older than us. So is that true?
Well, you know, my theory has always been I don't want my wife to have to work, right? And that means I'm bringing it home, putting it in, you know. And that way, if she wants to go out and work to busy herself, she's cool. And then if she stops working, it's not going to mess with the family,
Right.
you know. And that way, it's a choice that she can make along the way, you know. But I've had a couple of divorces, right? Yeah, no, they weren't hiccups. They were like throw ups. All right. So,
I feel like, honestly, it's where do you add value in your home as a woman? That's how I looked at it. And I add more value at home. My husband's mission is to be in front of his computer. He doesn't leave his office. And I literally walk in with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, refreshments, everything. I make everything around him move. If I wasn't doing that, then he'd probably be like, take your butt to work. But I make sure that he can sit there and create this
That's right.
empire
Yeah.
for us. But if I wasn't adding value,
What
then,
do we need you for?
well, yeah.
Right. And that's
Yeah.
what it boiled down to. And like I said, when you look at women, the role, we could talk about men cheating, all that type of shit. This been going on forever. If we go to our great-grandparents, grandparents, for me, grandparents, whatever. A man that have a family around the corner and nobody knew. You know what I'm saying? Because grandmas didn't work. The woman didn't work.
right.
He came home on Friday. He put that check on the table. Everything's taken care of. She didn't worry about nothing. But later on, a woman want different things. They want $10,000 Chanel bags. They want to drive a better car than you drive.
You skipped
They
over
wanna
a
go.
lot, brother.
They want to
What
go
did
on
you skip
trips.
over?
You skipped over
They
a
want to
lot.
go on trips. They want to do all this type of stuff, right? So women went to work, and now women.
That's why.
I'm saying women went to work because they didn't want to depend on the man,
There you go.
right? They didn't want to depend
Why?
on the man.
Why? Why you say they didn't?
You skipped over a part. See, our mothers mistrained us because of their trauma, okay? I say this to say,
Listen, I think
my
I was saying
generation.
grandmamas and
yeah,
grandparents,
our grandparents, well, I think I'm a little older, so I feel like our mothers mistrained us because of their trauma. Women wanted to get jobs because abuse. It's control. Financial control is abuse also. They getting their
No,
bag.
but how was it?
I'm about to explain.
But look, but when he's at those times, 'cause I even think for like my grandma and stuff like that, he's saying the man brought the check home.
Mm-hmm.
I think today, if a man brought a check home to a girl today, she happy, right?
No. I feel like she's not happy. I feel like it's men taking care of women, and they still want to do all these things, and he's still in trouble
But
for certain
okay,
things.
but look,
and
let's
all
say
that.
like at that time though, during those times, she was happy.
Mm-hmm.
What abuse? I think she didn't know. No, what better was it? That's
Oh,
better.
she talking about abuse back in the
No,
day.
I'm talking about serious abuse. Like
Serious abuse
was,
back in the day.
numbers was running rapid.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You
with
mean like
our grandparents.
abuse?
Yeah.
Abuse.
Oh, okay.
And financial abuse. Like, where you gonna go? You ain't got no job. You ain't got no
Dependent.
skills. Like Color Purple, you're black, you're ugly, you ain't got no talent. Yeah. She didn't have nowhere to go. You trapped, okay? So when our mothers raised us, what they tell us? Be independent.
Independent.
Don't let no man do this. Don't let no man. So now we listening to our mamas and we lousy wives. Y'all can't tell us nothing because of how we
Because
was
y'all had to
raised.
be independent.
Exactly. And I feel like black women and black men need to be more patient because we all were steered wrong. Instead of, that's a whole nother topic, going to
But
other races.
you want to know what's crazy? You want to know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I've learned this in the recent years for me.
Mm-hmm.
My current relationship, we equals. We equals. She's successful, I'm successful, and we don't need each other. Right? I like it. It humbled me.
Y'all want each other.
Yeah, we want each other.
Y'all
It
understand?
humbled
Y'all
me.
both understand? Y'all don't need each other.
We don't need each other. But you know, that caused problems too.
I can
Because as
see
a
that.
man that been an alpha, I'm an alpha male.
Yeah.
With certain shit, when she look, they be like, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
I got it too.
You know what I'm saying? That kind of like make you be like, damn. But I've been in relationships where I'm the alpha and that person needed me and all type of stuff like that, so you can move a certain way. But with her, it humbles me. It brings me down to be like, you can't call them shots the same way. It's more of a understanding. It's more of a meeting of the minds, and I love that, and I picked it for that reason because we balance each other out. But when we beefing, we both be like, shit, like.
We not
gone
equal.
out. You know what I'm saying?
Me
Gone
and
out.
Troy are not equals. I will admit, that's my spirituality. He is the head. Somebody can make a final decision. He the head of the household. We're not equals, but we have equal respect, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a hierarchy. He's in charge. And it was hard for me because I have 2 kids by a man in prison. So I've been a single mother for years. I mean, I developed a lot of masculinity
Yeah.
to the point where my husband almost left me a couple times because I was like, what's popping?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I owned a bar at one point. I got bread too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
But do you want, as a woman, do you want to buck up or do you want to be right or do you want to be in love? Do you want to be married? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, no disrespect, because every relationship is different. And you might love that about your wife, but it irritated the hell out of me. But I do think that, it's just situational, case by case.
What you think? Equal or
Hey.
how do you normally?
Well, I think it shifts and it changes over time in the relationship. And I think one of the biggest mistakes people make is the guys don't look at the mother. All right, they don't look at how she moved in that relationship. And I'm going to plead guilty to that one. I did not pay attention to my first wife's upbringing. Father was sitting on the sofa. He worked for the Ford Motor Company. Bring the check home, and she took care of all the bills. And my wife at the time grew up thinking that
That's the way it's supposed to
the
be.
woman runs the house. Well, guess what? I came from a house where Hubert put the law down, and my mom was cool about it. You know, she didn't have to work, and they were respectful of each other. To your point, you know. But yeah, I think if people would look at the dynamics that the other person grew up in, then they can better accept it and better understand it. So if they pop off some kind of way, you can say, oh, well, okay, she's used to seeing mom run the house.
Right.
Because I got a question. Let's say y'all pretty equal financially, you said. Let's say this podcast pop. Now we got a TV show because you're going to bring me with you. I ain't just had that. And, so now you making millions. Now, will that shift?
It won't shift for me because, like I said, like at this point in life, it's a maturity thing. I've matured over the years. When you talk about liking people, like I picked this person. I'm on a campaign
good
right
person.
now. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a campaign right now where I'm like, everybody got to stay together. You know what I'm saying? When you find certain qualities in people, it means something. And for my personal relationship, I have that right now. So if you can give me $10 million tomorrow, I'm going to be with that woman.
Amen.
'Cause
Are you
she
still gonna
was
talk to her and just saying you gonna put a little more bass in your
Yeah, I don't
voice?
think you're not asking is he gonna
Stay
get
with
with
her,
another
no.
girl.
look,
No,
You gonna put a little more
I'm
bass
still-
in your
no,
voice.
I'm still an alpha. I'm still an alpha male. I'm an alpha male. But in the back of my mind, I'm strong enough to realize that, yeah, I can bark, but if she really want to move this way, she can. You know what I'm saying? I'm still an alpha male, but I'm at a point in my life, I'm going to be 40 next year. You know what I'm saying? Where
Welcome you to the 40.
I done picked that person, and I've been through enough relationships or whatever to know, like, you got to stick with something.
Yep.
And I'm going to stick with that. You know what I'm saying?
And let me throw this. I think you mentioned the part about the respect, that equality, have respect for one another.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not here beating a banjo talking about my problem marriages.
Right.
I
But
got some, too.
yeah. But what happens is people evolve, right? In the marriage, the people evolve. And when she and I met, we were both on the come up. Okay. I was in the fast track in the music business. Okay. So I went from regular figures to six figures at 22, 23 years old. And I moved to Atlanta. I had everybody big calling the house. And so she got to a space where instead of calling me Doug or baby, she'd be like, Mr. Record Man.
Oh,
I was like,
jealousy. That was
that was some serious, and that was that when I heard that, I was like, oh, she's pissed. And so as time
so
went
there was
on,
some jealousy.
It was jealousy.
not some, a whole lot.
That's
But
what it was.
so a woman can be jealous of her man's
100%.
success.
Oh yeah, and the thing
think
about
it's
it, and the
ridiculous.
sad part about it,
That happens.
you need to wet the throat a little bit more. There you go.
What a bottomless girl at?
Oh yeah, we need.
let me get some of that tequila. Man.
She over here smiling.
I think it's crazy because it's ours. Okay, so question:
Yeah,
was she treated like this is our success? Is that
you
why?
doggone Skippy.
Oh,
We
well,
both
she
came
was
from
tripping.
Detroit.
Well,
We were
'cause
both.
he said that we both were on the come up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she was in
He
competition.
just took off. You know.
And she saw her mother running the house.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So because of that, you know, she was already kind of, well, I'm not going to say jacked, but kind of leaning that way, you know, to run the house because that's what she saw for
Right.
21 years, you know, and I saw the exact opposite. And the last thing I'll say to that is, you know, when you in the process of dating and you want to get with this girl or whatever she want to get together, you got to really listen to what's going on, and don't let love keep you blind because her sitting on the couch, henpecked husband, father rather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were cooking for holiday. He said, "Hey, so y'all gonna get married, huh?"
Not middle.
I was like, "Yeah." He says, "Oh, well, she's her mother's child."
He was giving you the signs.
He gave me everything I needed to know, and I burned up all the wings on the grill because I was like, jaw drop. This man that she told me was having mental issues, dementia.
Right.
You know, he was like breaking it down to me.
So basically, you should, when you're dating a woman, and even vice versa, a woman dating a man, you should really look at how they was raised with their family.
Absolutely.
In-house. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which I think even on one of the subjects to talk about was dating women with their fathers in the picture versus
yeah.
dating women without their fathers.
There are different.
And I think it is. I think for me, I don't know if it's, well, just for me, the women without the fathers in the picture has always been a better situation than the women with the fathers.
Without?
Wow.
Yeah.
I never thought about it this way.
Yeah, I swear to God, when I look at it, it's
Is
my
that-
experience, most of the men that's been in a family or in a girl's life, it almost looked like he was at a point of controlling her and what she doing. He had such a
A big
influence on what she
their
should
thought
do.
process.
Oh, because you daddy like you, like oh, you my little girl, so the man should treat you this way and this, and it becomes she's taking
She's
that to the head,
expecting certain things.
to the big extreme.
I never thought about it that way, but you know what I'm saying? I was married once, and my ex-wife came from a very good family. And that was one of the reasons why I picked to be with her. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They were very family-oriented. Her dad, I've known them since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't work out between me and her. And she had a positive role model.
So
in
that's
her
what I'm
life.
saying. Now compare that. Now, have you had a girl whose father wasn't in her life? Now, how was that relationship?
My current relationship, her father wasn't in her life.
See,
And we working.
That's something. But I'm saying this topic is something. That's why I put it on there. It's
I never
something
thought
that I
about
realized.
this.
When I looked at it from my life, from the beginning of dating till now, every girl without a father, it worked out better than
So
the
it's
ones with
not
fathers.
true. They say
But
some girls that got
I feel like they
daddy
do
issues
have
are
daddy
promiscuous.
issues. Women do have daddy issues. But and I'll put this on myself right now. I'll bring it back full circle as a man. I grew up with both parents in the household. There are certain things, because I had a dad, restricted me or, you know what I'm saying, played a role on how my thought process was. Because I had a dad, it's certain shit I don't know how to do. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hold on,
and I had,
because you had a dad.
because I had a dad.
I thought if you.
He did it for you.
I got
Oh,
friends. My
okay.
dad crippled me in certain situations because he was there to do it.
Well, my
We were
son, I'ma do
teenagers.
stuff.
Right. When we
gotta
were
be
teenagers,
careful.
I had a car. If the fucking my car
He'll do
won't
it now.
start,
He
my
gonna do
dad.
it now.
If I call my daddy right now and say, "Oh, I'm on such and such in my car," he coming.
Yeah.
I never forget it in high school. One of my close friends, he said, "I hate you, bro. You got a daddy." I said, "What you talking about?" He said, I had to learn how to do that shit myself. You feel me?
Yeah.
But my dad know how to do that because his dad passed away when he was a little kid. He told me, he said, shit, it was me and all girls in the house. You know what I'm saying? His mama and his sisters all female. So he said, I had to learn how to do this stuff myself. When he got a first car, he said, shit, I changed the motor myself because who was going to do it?
Right.
But I had him to do it. And he always did it for me.
Hey,
And he crippled me in a lot of ways.
now see, my dad was heavy hand Hubert. Okay,
Okay.
and upside the head, verbally, he was on something different, all right? But he meant well.
Yeah.
You know, he grew up in an era where it was like the man is the man, you know, that kind of thing. But he would put the law down and teach us, not do it for us.
Yeah.
He would do it maybe once or twice
Right.
and say, "Boy, didn't I show
Showed
you how
I
to
showed
do
you
that?"
how to do it.
You know, so I think that might be the deal. Sometimes a parent can coddle too much, and it cripples. It goes from coddling to crippling, and you know, therefore you get a bunch of guys that are like, "Well, I don't know how to do that. We got to call a repairman," you know. But
Can I chime in with because I'm thrown with the women who don't have daddies.
Before you go into that, think about some friends you got and
yeah.
their relationships, and the ones who have dads versus the ones who don't.
I think it's more of a, would you rather have a woman who had a bad dad in her life or no dad at all? That's how I look at it. Because if you are dating a certain woman who is maybe in low income communities or uneducated communities or where the dad don't know how to be a dad, you get what I'm saying? Then you might get more of that number. Your number is swayed. Are you dating women in upscale communities with fathers who might have more education? My point is, I'm going to get to it quick, is I had a dad who was in my life, but he held me accountable. He spoiled me. I got a car when I was 16. He did that. He did that. He did this, but he also held me accountable. So that stops the entitlement. It's like, yes, you deserve the best, but broad, you got to earn it. That was in me. You get what I'm saying? But I think dads build self-esteem. I think that girls that don't have their daddy are prone to be promiscuous
hey,
No,
because they searching for love.
like I said, they do have issues for sure. They do.
Daddy
they do got
issues.
100%.
Yeah, what up, partner?
hey, while y'all making that change, I was gonna throw something to give you your props. You know, when you said you got along better with women who didn't have their fathers, I think, just spiritually speaking, I guess.
You stepped in to be daddy.
There you go. But the deal is,
That's the
it
thing,
works
though.
if the man doesn't abuse that power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a woman wants to be led, she wants to. Because if he don't lead, she gonna boss up.
Yeah.
And if he does over lead to the point where I don't want to hear what you have to say, I'm the one making the money, then that's a problem. But if you obviously knew how to handle that situation with finesse, because she wanted that daddy. She wanted that male leadership. And you knew how to kind of balance it and be smooth.
Or is it because you can manipulate the girl without the daddy? Maybe it's
Well,
easier.
see, I feel like I can
Maybe
manipulate
it's
any.
easier.
You
Get
can
you a
manipulate
microphone.
any woman though.
You a damn lie.
Any woman can manipulate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
This topic.
We have a new guest. Introduce yourself,
How
brother.
you doing? 7 Mile Clee from the east side of Portland.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We won't hold it against you.
How y'all doing today?
What up, though?
What's going on?
Let's
Any
go.
any
Come on.
woman can be manipulated.
Tell him, catch him up.
What's going on? What
Yeah.
Right now we're talking about dating women who had daddies in their life versus not having daddies in their life. And me said that he has better reception from women who didn't have a daddy in their life. And that sparked some controversy because obviously people be like, oh, they got daddy issues and shit. You know?
I mean, like, it depends on the upbringing.
That's what we're
Because,
talking about.
Yeah.
like, some women, they did great without their fathers. Then some was really, like, lost, like, from not having a father figure. So it depends on, like, the upbringing, where she come up from. But it'd be like, from my experience, women with fathers, they be more like, if you don't do it, my daddy gonna do it.
Right. As I said, it's an issue, kind of.
But see, that's why I said it, the type of daddy is important. Because, see,
That
my
too.
daddy used to be like, "You, what in the hell is you calling me for? But you got a
nigga.
name."
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So what daddy's got to do is once you give her to him, nigga, you gave her to
But
him.
your daddy still never
Yeah.
turning you down, whether you got a nigga or not.
And the woman have to have respect for her man. I'm not about to run. I don't care if we eat noodles. I'm not running to my daddy.
And see,
Right.
and see,
That's respect.
Yeah.
You got respect for you.
You got to pick
Yeah.
the right bro.
yeah, that's respect for the man, but like, I'm probably fucking it up right now. My daughter's 6. I spoil her. I don't care if she get married. If she needs something, call me. I'm gonna take care of it. I might not think less of her nigga, because I understand that
Stuff happens.
stuff happens. Shit, I done been down on my knuckles 1,000 times.
But
and
you
I done been
also
up.
set the bar here for
Right.
anybody
That's-
she's dating. So
and that's what
good.
he said. You set the
Yeah.
bar.
Most
So
definitely.
that's why they an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this. Like, nigga, you ain't got this. Like, my daddy said.
And y'all sat in the
this.
bar, and then she ain't gonna let nobody take her to the Cheesecake Factory
Look, we
on
was
the
talking about
first
that.
date.
First date.
But see, like, that shit really bothered me. With
Yeah,
the food
okay, let's go
shit,
back to
Yeah.
that. Let's go back to
Because-
that.
Real quick
Yeah.
though,
Like-
I feel you with Chloe. Just follow it up
Okay.
with
My God, appreciate you.
her being accountable and earning things.
I'm doing it every day.
Yeah,
You know what her
and she gonna be
accountability
straight.
is?
You can spoil your baby
You know
all
what her
you want.
accountability is?
Yeah.
But I'm dealing with this in first grade. I send her to school in new kicks every day.
They trash.
Dunks, trash when she come out. I said,
She be like
I
this.
told her, I said,
With the ear,
look,
with the tongue.
you got on new shoes today. If the shoes come up tight, tie them up. I pick her up. They tied up. Shoestrings filthy. I said, you walked on them motherfuckers all day. You
Tied
feel
them
me?
up for you got there.
Then you tie them up. When they loose, tie them up.
Yeah.
The shoestrings gonna be clean. When you come out of school, zip your jacket up. It's wintertime. I'm on her ass every day, but I'm the mean parent. You feel me?
Nah, that's
They say I'm hard on her. You feel me? I support
What's
her,
her
but I'm hard on her.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It's like, with the generations now, the world fucked
We
up.
fucking up our kids
So
and
you-
social media.
Yeah, the kids fucked up. They
we trying
beyond
to give our
fucked
babies
up.
everything
That
we
we
ain't
didn't
have.
have.
But at the end of the day, that's fine. They have to earn it, and they have to have consequences to their actions. I see it too much. I got homegirls that got boys, and they sit up there, and this little nigga that ran to the stove and stole something. She giggling, let. I said, make him take it back.
Yeah.
Now he locked up.
He done stole
You
the
know,
wallet.
you trying to put a GoFundMe up there, and you don't understand why your son, because the street gave him consequences.
Yeah.
Because we're not giving our boys and our daughters consequences. We got little entitled, spoiled people running around
And
here.
And I mean, I
Word
think
what
that's
you
the
said.
80s babies.
You
It's the
said-
80s babies.
You said earn.
Earn it.
I got a 14-year-old. He got to earn
Got that nigga
everything.
big
Earn it.
now.
I buy that nigga everything under the sun, but he got to earn it.
Yeah.
It's going to sit in my room till I feel like you earned it.
Because you sending your kid out not prepared for life. They got a
Yeah.
false sense of security. Because ain't nobody going to give you nothing. Don't nobody like you but your mama and daddy.
For sure.
And if we don't instill that in our kids, then we going to raise what the crackheads raised.
A different realm. I know. I feel like
I
the
know some
crackheads
crackhead
raised
kids that
better
came out
kids.
good.
Yeah, because they built resilience,
Because
though.
you had to get it. You had to do what you had to do.
For sure.
And even when y'all speak about that, you know what I'm saying? We all 80s babies. It was fucked up when we was coming up. I didn't grow up fucked up. Like I said, 2-parent household, they had it together.
me too.
But product of the environment.
Yeah.
All my friends that I grew up with, they dead. Were in jail. Like 100%. Like everybody say that though. But before we was out of high school, my 2 best friends got killed. We was 11th grade. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit that I did, I was in that mix or whatever because that's the neighborhood that we in. But that wasn't based on my mama and my daddy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What neighborhood you grew up in?
48205. Original. You hear me?
Original.
Joanne original.
205. That's East Side.
Red zone. That's east side.
That's the East Side. I'm West
That's
Side.
red
Shout out
zone
to
original.
Brightmore.
That's St. right there.
Original. Osborne, Tricks, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, well we gotta say that. You gotta add some context to this.
No, that's original. It's a bunch of legends came up from that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like we all knew each other since kids. But like I said, I had the 2-parent household, but I ran with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I had a little what's name. Because I had my daddy at home and I had some rules. My parents weren't strict. I was able to go out. When my friends got killed, I sat in that spot 1,000 times. You feel me? But on the school night, it was like, shit, I'm going home at 9. They was there at 1 o'clock to get killed.
Yeah.
I wasn't. You feel me?
You got to be careful with your daughters also, because I was in a very disciplined home myself.
Yeah.
And
That
as soon
made
as
you
I
grown
turned 18, I nutted up. I got the hell on and I nutted up.
So you was sheltered.
I was sheltered. So you got to release your kids
You gotta release
appropriately
your
also.
Yeah, most definitely. You gotta let them. You gotta give them a rope, but don't let them hang themselves. You know?
For sure.
Hey,
Yeah,
let me
go
throw
to
this
the
at y'all.
next one.
There was a video recently, and it's a Korean wedding, right? And you know how they say,
They
who
do it
gives?
big, don't
Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah.
It was like on Swole, like Jay-Z kind of thing. But you know how they say, who gives this woman to be married? And the parents say, we do, or I do.
Her daddy. No, her
Yeah.
daddy.
Well, you know, in modern times, they both go, yeah, we
Oh, they
do.
do?
Oh, that's
But
crazy.
but what in this Korean wedding, dude went to, and he said, I'm giving you my daughter. Okay, don't abuse her. I raised her. This is my baby girl. I'm giving her to you. If you ever get tired of her, if you're ever mad at her, please give her back to me.
Give it back to
Okay, so that was tripped out. I thought that was kind of cool.
The
that's
Asians
kinda
serious.
Cool. That's kind of cool, though.
Asians and Mexicans, they don't never want you to leave the house.
That's kind of cool.
Like my homeboy, that nigga 40. His family they don't want him to leave.
He must be paying some bills.
I don't think so. This boy live on the edge.
Well, you look.
That's just how they
nasty.
upbringing. Like they
They
whole
upbringing,
family.
they family origin.
They
They
family
stay. They
origin.
stay in one house.
Like his mama makes sure like your dinner ready. This nigga 40 years old. Like
She babying him.
she babying him.
Yeah.
But like
He's a grown
he
kid.
ain't the only sibling. It's like 8
Yeah,
people
I'm
in one house. But they he like, man, I want to get a crib, but my parents they don't want me to move.
Wow.
I'm like, my mom was like 14, you gonna live with your daddy. Fuck off.
Yeah, you gotta get on. Yeah. I'm gonna switch the gears though. Is there anything in the bedroom that's too freaky? What's too freaky?
Is it the marital bedroom or just anybody's bedroom?
I mean,
Marital.
you married, so it's marital. It's marital for her, right?
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Do you want to stay married, bitch? You better do what he's. No, I'm just playing.
No, because they don't. They ain't just gonna do it because they married.
I think that you gotta get with somebody that you sexually yoked with. You know what I'm
That
saying?
matters. That matters.
If you dating somebody and you a freak and she's not, that's not her.
It's not
That's
gonna
not
work.
your girl.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't have nobody that wanted it at night. I'm not fixing to deal with that foolishness. You're not gonna hump on me at night. Okay? Get you some business, get you a second job.
And you
got
married?
too much
Second
time.
job
on your
or a
hands.
second
I'm
woman?
married, but
A second woman.
He can have that too if that's what
See,
you
that's
need.
it's like
Oh,
she'll
yeah.
say that.
That's what's up.
And that's
what
fine.
you need, but I didn't
That's
marry
fine.
somebody like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When he want it, he get it, but he works. He works till he passes out.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He that type of person that grinds.
computer?
Yeah, let me tell you something. People take it for granted, but he is literally worn out at the end of the day. Because your
Mentally.
brain,
Mentally.
yes, that's a muscle. That's a muscle, my baby. And I'm telling you, you will pass out sleep after
The
he
dick
worked.
muscle too. Yeah.
Absolutely. He can exercise.
Your mind might be
so
fucked
much.
up.
He
Your
said
mind
the
might be
dick
fucked
muscle.
up, but
Jeez.
you still gonna fuck. You know what I mean?
No.
That
you-
might put you to sleep at that point.
I don't need no help going to sleep. There's
That's what I'm talking
melatonin
about for
that.
them.
Yeah.
I've been on the computer all day. My brain tired.
Yeah,
my
let me
dick
bust
work.
and go to bed. But that's just a quick little hump. You know, if you trying to do a bust of sleep, then you ain't about to ask me to swing from no chandelier tonight. You know what I'm saying? But you got to find somebody equally yoked with you. That's what I believe.
No, 100%.
I mean, sexually
No,
yoked with you.
100%.
2023, they freaky as hell. They got all type of shit in the
I'm
room.
glad I'm
See,
married.
I ain't watching
They
that.
got
I ain't in the
secret
game.
rooms. Shit popping out the wall.
I come from
See,
the
I
special
ain't in-
occasion
I ain't in
and
the game no
generation.
more.
You get that on special occasions and vacation. Don't ask for all that foolishness
What generation
on
you
Monday.
from?
I'm 44.
Okay, you ain't that much older than that.
Yeah, but I don't know. My husband is only 3 years older than me, but he accepted. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he asks me to, I'm gonna do whatever he say do. You know, but I've married somebody that I know is just like me. You know what I'm saying? And
See, I just ain't in the field no more. When you had that variety, it always been different. You got some motherfuckers that be like, this motherfucker fine. I love fucking her because I love looking at her.
well, that's how
Pussy
it is
might
at
not
the
be great.
beginning.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, some of these
next one-
bitches don't want to
Yeah.
stop fucking. It's not
The
enough.
next one
like,
might be a beast. The next one might be ugly than a motherfucker with the pussy great. Than
But
the
what
I ain't fucking
what can you request? Let's go back to the question. What
I
can
ain't
you
fucking no
request
ugly
that is too
nigga
nasty?
lying, look.
I ain't fucking no ugly.
Hey, this old man, he said all women look good in the dark.
Nah, hell
Bent
nah.
over, bent over.
He my age. Hell nah.
What is too nasty though? What can a broad ask you to do that you not fixing to do? That's the question.
Spit on her. I ain't spitting on you.
Biggie said, "Now after I shits on the bitch."
That's
I'm
different.
not shitting on nobody.
I'm not
I'm
shitting
not.
on the bitch either.
I'm not shitting on the bitch. I'm not peeing
My
on
stomach
nobody.
ain't strong enough for
he
that.
said, "I'm supposed to hit that after."
What?
All that what's
So y'all
up,
not
all that
pissing,
old
y'all
shit.
not hard
I'm not
carrying?
pissing or
Nah.
shit. Ain't nobody pegging me or no,
No
shit
spit.
like that.
Y'all eat booty.
I ate
That's
some
eat the
ass
groceries.
before,
I don't like
I
that
ate some
food.
ass before.
You have.
Yeah, for sure.
She bleached her booty though, right?
No, that's the white
That's-
girls do that.
Oh, I'm half white.
Yeah,
My
boy.
girl half white.
She
Y'all
she don't
don't
bleach
bleach
your
it.
booty.
Y'all-
You supposed to bleach
y'all
your
bleach
booty,
your
ho.
booty. Y'all do that for real?
No, I don't do. Don't play with my booty.
I thought that was
play
white
with
girl.
yours,
That's
don't
why
play
the
with
booty
mine.
hole brown.
No,
They bleaching
no,
it.
it's supposed to bleach the booty hole.
It's white. Like pigmentation.
Well, I don't know. So what is a request aside from urinating, spitting, and all of that?
At the end of the day, for me, throughout my years of this shit, what I've learned is that you have different sexual experiences with different people. Some people you're more open with than other people. Some shit is just it flow. 'Cause like you said, you gotta have that. You had a word for it. What was it? You have a like
Sexually yoked.
I've been yoked with some people and it be freaky and flow and all that type of shit. And some people it just did.
It just didn't.
Or some people it's like this is gonna be some normal, regular shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
But there's
would
some people,
say
like I
that.
said, there's some people that be like, this
I would
motherfucker
say
just
my
fine,
husband
I
is
just
average,
love.
and I'm average. Neither one of us
Huh?
are just disgusting.
Talking about, oh, he fine, I just want to fuck him. If a bitch thinking like that,
Man,
No.
every female house I pull up to, it's a toy in the bed before I get there.
A toy?
So you know, for us back in the day, that toy shit was like
Party got
I used to
started
be
before I got
offended.
here.
You
We're
know
the
what I mean?
fan. Y'all done got me
Bitches
hot
love
out
a rose,
blush.
don't they?
It
They
was-
love a
Christian
rose.
woman.
Listen, it's some shit out here that look like
sweating.
a massager.
Yeah, see.
I don't
Got in the
do
bed, putting that bitch on my shirt. She's like, what you doing with my toy?
She had that in her ass. She had that in her ass.
Hope gonna come in on the freaky conversation. Go y'all take it from here.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't with no parts of this freaky shit. I'm married too.
What can somebody ask you that's a no-no?
You married, you definitely freaky.
You can't.
How you got
My ass
married?
is off limits. My ass is off.
Can't nobody tickle your booty.
Hell no.
Nah.
I'm about to start a whole fight in that motherfucker.
But you gotta test the dude to make sure he's not bisexual. I'm gonna tell you right now, when I was single,
Bisexual based on what though? I had my ass ate before, bro.
no, I ain't talking about 8. I'm talking about
And
if
I ain't
they
bisexual
enjoy.
100%. You hear me?
Sometimes you gotta tickle a little area to make sure that he don't enjoy it too much. Okay?
Y'all done experiment on it?
Huh? You gotta test them. It's too many gay. I'm not fixing to marry you, and then I find out you got a whole boyfriend 5 years later, and when all I do is play with your booty when we date, and I know. You know what I'm saying?
That's the.
Huh?
Deep right there.
But I ain't never even had to test my husband because he was so masculine. So I don't think I played with twins.
Them be the ones.
Hey, in Atlanta, you never know.
Yeah.
Atlanta shit.
Them be the ones.
I
Some
knew he
niggas
was
be
gay.
like, boy.
Nah, because he not homophobic. It ain't like he like
head fucking
Yeah, all,
voice.
oh,
Yeah, facts.
I
Tough
went,
as hell, though, like, you know,
Yeah.
sound like, bitch, I'll kill you, but
yeah.
you in here with
They say they gotta get it how they
Charmaine.
real. That's just,
We're gonna have more people, but we just gonna keep it
And more
real.
drinks.
We're gonna talk about real shit, and it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all still ain't gonna like the motherfucking truth though.
All right. See ya.
All right.
Cool.
Dang, y'all, that was tight. That was real tight.
Maybe we should drink as
My shoes are recoup from losing 100 grand. I've been on foreign land, paid for without a scam. Winter time is depressing, I need another 10. See so many people switch, I swear it broke my heart. My focal point is rebuilding and I know where to start. I get it from within, but my pace is wearing thin. I got killers that's willing to kill their closest kin. Walls closing in, but somehow I see the light. I'm buying everything I want, ain't nothing out of sight.